What's up everyone? In today's video, we're going to talk about the money machine warming up and what that might mean for you as an investor. Welcome back to the channel. I am Jonathan Smith, and thanks again for going on this journey with me. You know, I began this YouTube channel because I really wanted to create content out of a desire for myself, to acquire wisdom in greater ways, both through knowledge acquisition and skill acquisition, and then be able to really share that with you. I also wanted to grow in my knowledge and my capacity to really be a multiplier. It's my understanding and my belief that there's really three kind of capacities when it comes to overall wealth. It's knowing how to make it, knowing how to keep it, and then knowing how to multiply it. And I wanted to create this channel so that I could go on this journey and perhaps maybe invite you to go along with me. And in today's video, we're going to dive down a little bit deeper into this money printing that's going on and what my personal point of view is and what I think the implications are for us if we want to be multipliers. If you don't know now, the US government and the Federal Reserve, they've printed approximately $4 trillion in response to the COVID-19 crisis and the ensuing government-mandated lockdowns. They aren't done yet, though. President-elect Joe Biden has unveiled a new $1.9 trillion stimulus package that is likely to be approved once he is sworn into the Oval Office. This new proposal, really, it's a simple continuation of the historic market intervention that we've been watching for the last 9 months or so. Here are some highlights from the proposal that is likely to be approved that President-elect Joe Biden has offered. $25 billion for rental assistance, $5 billion for overdue water and energy bills, extension of the nationwide eviction moratorium, $350 billion for local, state, and tribal governments, $2,000 stimulus checks for taxpayers and their dependents, enhanced unemployment benefits for $400 a week, $160 billion provision for the nationwide vaccination effort, emergency paid leave for 106 million people, $15 per hour national minimum wage. Now, this is not a comprehensive, but it is approximately $1 trillion. And it's for direct relief to citizens, and around $400 billion is for virus-related response efforts. And we are back to the same dilemma that we faced throughout 2020. And that is this: do we optimize our solution for short-term relief or long-term sustainability? It seems to me that our politicians consistently choose the former. And to be honest, it makes sense, given that politicians are incentivized to solve problems today and figure out tomorrow's problems later. Now, while this may seem rational, the short-sightedness ends up leading to major problems, in my estimation, over the long period of time. It's kind of like someone that is taking high blood pressure medication to solve short-term problems when the real problem is they just need to lose 40 pounds like your boy here does. And just in case you're wondering, that illustration is personal because that's my story. I'm down 8 pounds though in 3 weeks, and I've only got 47 more to go. Don't judge, people. Just keep cheering me on. To make matters worse, though, the recent stimulus package shows that we haven't appeared to learn our lessons from just a few months ago. The vaccine isn't being distributed in an efficient manner. Now, that's not to throw rocks. I understand that is a colossal effort, but I'm just stating the fact it is slow going. There are still hundreds of millions of Americans who are negatively affected by the pandemic. It's clear. Millions of small businesses are forever shut down, and many more will be permanently hindered coming out of this COVID-19 situation. So this brings us to the most important question. What should those of us that are committed to living and functioning like multipliers do with our wealth? Well, I'm going to give you my personal point of view and what I'm doing. And as always, test everything and hold fast to what's good. I continue to look at various options, but I keep coming back to a very simple idea. That is positioning my portfolio to benefit from the acceleration of asset prices. Simply, I'm trying to get more invested in stocks, real estate, Bitcoin, and something I'm leaning towards and focusing more of my research on now, precious metals. The Federal Reserve and politicians are about to inject another monetary stimulus booster, and it is going to benefit investors who have wealth in investable assets, while it is going to destroy the wealth of savers. It seems to me that you can basically throw a dart and you'll hit the money if you're long in investable assets. That isn't healthy for the markets, at least it doesn't appear to be to me, but it is the reality that we seem to be living in. Just think of where we are now. It didn't matter if you bought stocks, oil, gold, Bitcoin, or most other assets in March and April. They all went up in price. This is what has historically happened when you intentionally weaken the currency. The new stimulus package is just another round of the same old story. The size of $1.9 trillion is akin to $2 trillion package from Q2 of 2020. So it wouldn't be surprising to see a big positive reaction, in my opinion. Couple the stimulus with the vaccine and any theoretical economic booms or openings, and you have a recipe for investor surges. My opinion is that Bitcoin will be the biggest winner. It has the smallest market cap, it's still the most volatile, and it seems to be growing as the ultimate selection for investors seeking an inflation hedge. This boggles my mind because, as it appears to me, the government is accelerating the adoption of an asset with the mass population that will likely be their biggest headache and possible threat in the future. And yet, the stimulus package is a short-term necessity, but it is, in my opinion, a long-term problem. As for me, I'm going to remain focused on the market structure and the macro economy, and I'm going to be committed to continue to help you do the same with these kinds of videos. But what do you think? Are you strengthening your position in the markets, in Bitcoin, in precious metals, in commodities, in real estate, and other assets? So let me know below. Drop a comment and let me know what your thoughts are on this matter as we see another massive injection of stimulus here into our economy. I hope each of you had a great week and an even better weekend, and I'll see you next week. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.